first, I will go to Billy. I wonder if you would talk a little bit about what it means to you to put out this really very, in some ways, traditional high school comedy rom-com that centers a trans narrative in which there's a trans character who just really wants to exist and go through all the usual high school things, but is sidelined by some transphobia and some ignorance. And if you would talk a little bit about what that means to you to put this out in the world.
We as artists have the power to change, reach into the hearts and minds of people and change from the inside out.
Yeah.
I made the choice to intentionally focus on that kind of work.
Yeah.
And this piece is an outgrowth of that. And so my hope is that in our aspirational tale of what we feel the world can be and should be, that we can change some hearts and minds.
And Eva, what does it mean to you to be a part of this story where I thought it was really so important that Kelsa continues to say, I don't want my whole life to be about gender. I just, I have other interests and that sort of thing. And I think that's so powerful and important for people to hear. And I wonder if you would talk a little bit about what it means to you to tell that story.
Yeah, it means everything. I think what Kelsa really desires most and what a lot of trans kids are wanting is the right to their own autonomy, right? Like people want to just be able to do them on their own terms. And and it's like any person, whether they're trans or cis, there's so much more to you than your gender or even how, or also even how people see your gender. And Kelsa is really just this girl living in Pittsburgh who loves animals, and then she meets a goofball named Call or Abu Bakr, and and she just starts to fall in love. And I hope that every trans kid out there feels that they also have that right. I think something that happens a lot is a lot of, young trans kids are forced to advocate for themselves at such an early age when it's they're just kids, they should be able to just be kids. And that is, that is the same thing that Kelsa wants. She wants to just be able to be Kelsa.